Hey, what's up everyone? This is Rattlehead coming at you guys with a brand new video for either the last one for 2025 or the first one for 2026, depending on when this one drops. I wanted to do this quick video to first of all give huge props to somebody that came to our Discord. They go by Jam, and they are working on a mod for accessibility in Street Fighter 6 for the PC version. So keep in mind that this will only work on a PC version. Now, real quick, for those who may not know or are new to my channel for the first time, and this kind of goes along with just discussing the accessibility efforts that have been done with this. So I was one, along with rest in peace Brandon Cole, who worked on Mortal Kombat 1's accessibility, which is considered the most accessible fighting game right now. And one of the major features that the game has is what we call a screen reader, or others will call it a text-to-speech software. And what that does is it allows the game to read everything that's on the screen as we're browsing to get to the menus, the characters, the settings, your character options, costumes, whatever. It reads everything, right? It's that voice that you hear sometimes streamers use whenever they get special messages and stuff like that. But for us, it's more of a daily use because it reads everything on the screen. So before we get to how it looks like and how it works on the game, I want to show real quick the website. Hopefully it looks good, as I was setting it up myself non-visually, and so hopefully it comes through. So let's check it out real quick, and where you can find it, as well as me. I'm gonna post that link in the description so that you're able to access that as well. So, but in the meantime, I do want to showcase their website real quick to give them their props. Acribia is the I don't know if it's the company or the person who's doing it, but I know that on our Discord they go by Jam. Shout outs to Jam, who is also in our Blind Gamers Discord, which will be linked on the description. And here is basically where they detail what this mod does. First of all, this is also where you can download it. So let me make sure that this window is maximized. Okay. And basically here's where you can find it. It's the main page of this title is Releases Acribia SF6, right? Street Fighter 6 Visual Audio Assist is what this is called. And so basically what this is this mod is executable mod that you run with the game while you're playing Street Fighter 6. So you have to run this on the side, and I'll show you guys as well. I'll put the screen focusing on that mod part that reads it, right? So it tells you here what you got to do to install it. Basically, you don't have to install anything, just open the executable and run it and keep it running in the background. And the main features that it has, and it's all in this website as well, that you can read more about it. It allows for the versus screen when it pops up when you get into a rank match. It tells you the character, what type of controls are they using, and what level they're in. Like, are they gold 1, gold 3, or whatever, right? So it tells you all of that. There's also a ping that lets you know that you are at critical health or 25% health, right? There's also a training navigation assist, which essentially is a screen reader that reads to you as you're browsing the main areas of the training mode. Automatic match detection and monitoring. That one I haven't actually seen in action, but it's there. But anyway, this is what it does, right? So this is the website. Again, this will be included on my description, and you can go ahead and download it to try it out. Now, keep in mind though, I want to emphasize that this is I would even call it an alpha state, I guess, because or even pre-alpha, right? Because this is barely being worked on, but it's gonna be updated throughout whenever there's a new update coming out, or new features that have been worked on, right? And Jam is definitely open to suggestions, and I do want to list my suggestions towards the end of the video, so we'll get to that. But now, basically, I downloaded it and I installed it already. I already worked on this, so I'm going to show you guys for you guys that can see what this window should look like, and once it's loaded up, so you can see it. So let's get to that. Okay, so hopefully this came through and it looks okay on the screen. Again, Apologies if it's not on the screen, but at least I get to talk about it. But this screen basically showcases it lets you know that you can see like that the game was detected. It'll tell you what was detected, whether it's the character, like the character, the menus, or whatever it's supposed to detect. And so this needs to be running in the background in order for the game to to work, to be recognized as you playing the game. So yeah, so you basically once you download it, you click on the Visual Assist .exe, and it'll just run it. So it'll just stay there in the background as a screen, and this is what the screen looks like. If it's coming through the screen again, I'm not sure, but hopefully it is. So at the time of this recording, but while I'm here though, I do want to make a suggestion to Jam actually, which is for most of us who use computers are using a third-party screen reader already. So you definitely might want to get with somebody that uses a screen reader to have access to this window with their screen reader as well, that they're using on right here, that they are using in the in case we can, maybe we can access some settings in here that we need to adjust things here or not, whatever. But I would definitely suggest to get with somebody that has a screen reader so they can, test this window and have access to it with the screen reader if it can be done, right? If there's something that can be edited. So we're not just talking about the game itself, but also the window here, because as I'm here, you guys can't hear it right now, but I'm pressing like the arrow keys, all my navigation buttons, but nothing's here. Actually, my screen reader just says blank. There's nothing there. So, and if I tab or shift tab, nothing's there. So to us, there's nothing there to be recognized. But if I go to the website, then I can actually browse with my arrow keys, the tab, shift tab. Well, that's all my navigation commands. So something to also consider as well. In saying that though, I want to move on to now showcasing it with the game. So the window will be running in the background. You guys won't see it, but the game will be showcased now, and we'll take a look at what that does in the game. All right, so here we are with Street Fighter 6, the game now. Let me make sure. All right, here we are with Street Fighter 6 running now. So there is supposed to be a confirmation tone or whatever, but I think that's only when you set it up for the first time. It should let you know that it's been recognized. The way you install it also, it's described on the website, but real quick, just to explain it, once you run it and everything, you get into the game. You first of all, I would recommend right now to launch the executable first, and then run Street Fighter 6. And then once you're in the game, you go into your replays. Now, I forgot how to get into that, but you can get into your replays if you have them activated, and just let it run, and that should recognize the executable, the visual assist. Once that's done, then you can check out where it works and where it doesn't. Now, of course, here it's not needed because we already have the announcer doing that. Kind of like in Mortal Kombat 11. Also remember MK11 when they did this, when they had like a pre-recorded announcer, right, doing this, right? But if we go to practice, right, so let's go to practice, which I'm gonna do now. And I did confirm before resuming recording that it's working. So what it's doing now, and this is a great start, right? The fact that this game is starting to pick up like this, and that somebody in the community is doing this for us, right? So here I am going to press start, right? And now check this out.
Save status. Command list. Control settings. Shortcut settings. Options. Restore default settings. View tutorials. Open recent replays. Open matchmaking settings. Return to character select. Return to mode select. Save status.
For some reason, it doesn't read this line right here, though, for whatever reason.
Return to mode select.
See, it doesn't read that. But everything else is being read. Now,
Save status.
of course, this is a work in progress. It's very, very early stages. Extremely early stages, right? So, of course, there's a lot of stuff missing. Like, if I click on anything else in here,
Command list.
like, let's say I want to go to the
Control settings.
options.
Shortcut settings. Options.
Once I'm in here, right, it doesn't read anymore. But again, work in progress, right? So now, the more Jam sees this, like how we
Options.
use these options, maybe the more things will be read out loud to this. But I mean, this is
Restore default set. View tutorials.
right.
Open recent replays.
Now, of course, in my end, it's kind of loud right now, but that's like an audio setting right now that I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's reading this, right? So it's reading the training main options. Now, if
Environment settings. Change stage.
okay, so
Music player.
okay, so it's
Revert changes.
it's reading all of these.
Restart battle. Start position.
Center.
P1 side.
Left.
Ooh, I like this. I like this. Okay, so there you go.
Start position.
Center. Right. Center.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. So it reads this. Okay, I'm actually testing this right now in real time.
Left. Center.
P1 side.
Left. Right. Left.
Okay,
Gain speed.
Center.
Input delay.
0 frames.
P1 character select. P2 character select.
okay.
Change stage.
Let me see if I click stage.
Old Town Ruined Lab.
And of course, yeah. So there we go. So this is making it more accessible, right? This will be a perfect example of accessibility. Oh, wait, let me click
Change
tab again.
stage. Dummy settings. Drive reversal.
Inactive.
Okay, it's inactive.
On block. Inactive. Random.
Okay,
On recovery. On block. Inactive.
inactive.
Pro escape.
Inactive.
Recovery.
Recover in place.
Pro escape.
Inactive. Active. Random. Inactive.
Okay, I'm going through
Recovery.
the settings.
Recover in place. Recover backwards. Random. Recover in place.
Dummy controls.
Dummy. CPU. Controlled by P2. Dummy.
Okay,
Dummy behavior.
Standing. Crouch. Jump. Standing.
okay.
Crouch.
This is okay,
Counter.
Okay,
Tander. Always counter. Tander.
Block.
No block. Block all. Block count. Block after first hit. Random. No block.
okay.
Drive reversal.
Inactive. On block. On recovery. Random. Inactive.
Okay,
Pro escape.
Inactive.
cool. Okay,
Recording settings. Record. Slot 8. Recording trigger.
okay. So there we go. So here are some options that are not being read, right? But Jam already has an idea. My suggestion that I was gonna mention, it's already being done actually, right? It's whatever menus that are not being read, just add to it, you know.
Slot 8. Replay. Slot 1. Record. Slot 1. Replay. Record. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 1.
Okay, let me go back. Okay, see where we were.
Slot 1. Countdown. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 7. Recording trigger. Countdown. Slot 1.
Okay, cool. So there's that.
Reversal settings. Wake up reversal. Slot
Reversal
2.
settings.
Slot Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 10. Slot 1. Block reversal. Slot 1. Wake up reversal. Slot 1. Reversal after damage. Slot 1. Block reversal. Slot 1.
Okay, what else?
Parameter settings. Vitality gauge P2.
100%.
Vitality recovery settings P1.
Refill. Fix. Refill.
This
Vitality
this
recovery
all new
settings
to me that I
P2.
test out
Refill.
on stream, so this is great.
Drive gauge P1.
6. 0. 1. 6.
Drive gauge P2.
6.
Drive gauge recovery settings P1.
Refill. Fix. Refill.
Drive gauge recovery
Okay,
settings
this
P2.
Refill.
Screen display settings. Virtual controller.
Off.
Oh, is this for the screen settings?
Reset combo damage. Attack debtor.
On.
Input history display.
P1.
Frame meter.
Off.
Command completion display.
On. Off. On.
And it reads.
Action timing display.
Off.
Okay.
Simple training settings. Standard CPU battle. Whiff punish practice. Punish practice. Whiff punish practice.
Right. I click on here. It's not being read here either, but again, this is some things to look into, right? The more you dig into these menus, the more the screen reader should be able to read as well. So, I mean, this is awesome, right? So, I think
With
we
punish
saw
practice.
quite enough. What I would definitely do is look at all of the settings, making sure that you're not missing any menus that are being read by the
Punish
the
practice.
visual assist. Right here, let's see. Nothing. Okay.
Drive impact defense practice.
Drive impact defense practice.
Punish practice. Drive impact defense practice.
I definitely want to practice this a lot more actually, but it's not being read yet. Again, I'm always gonna say yet because I know that they're working
The frame
on this.
meter and you. Save training settings.
Oh, you can save it right here.
Save training settings.
All right, let me save it. And I'm back out. So that's cool, right? That's awesome. Now, the one thing that it does as well is read the matches, you know, whenever you're about to start a ranked match. So we'll get into that. We'll get into the ranked match and
Save training settings.
we'll get into that. All right, so let's do it. All right, so here we're about to get connected to a match and listen to what it says now. This is really awesome.
Classic, Rashid, Gold 4.
All right, we didn't need to see that match, but I just wanted to show you guys how now when a ranked match comes up, it tells you all the details you need to know, what to expect, which character. Like, let's say if you know a certain matchup, you already know who you're going to fight against. Also, what kind of controls they're using, as well as the rank that they're in, right? So it's pretty useful information. That I think that's really great. And so I want to get now to just a couple of suggestions that I would implement. And I know that Jam is taking a lot of feedback. So that's you know, that props to you know, to the project for you know, taking on this big project, right? So I would say my first suggestion would be to also implement where it lets you know before you accept the match if you are, you know, if there are wired or wireless. I think we need that information as well, because I personally do not like fighting against people who are wireless because it's not stable. I don't care how fast your internet is, but it's not stable. Wired is always the way to go in a fighting game. But anyway, so that will be something to do. Now, as far as the screen reader, what it's doing already, I think it's in the right path already. So my suggestion is basically just a reminder, right, to keep doing what you're doing. The more menus you come across, the more it needs to read, so that we're able to access that. The way we browse the training mode right now, again, I was surprised going through all the different tabs. That is what I'm talking about. That's what we need to get more of. I do like that little detail of having different voices reading. That's pretty cool, you know. But just know that you don't have to do that. In case it takes more resources, you can use the same voice. It doesn't matter. But yeah, the more menus you get into, the more we want them to read, right? A good example would be if we are in the start menu, for example, right? In the game, you know, it needs to be there too. Also the options, right? So we're able to set up everything that we want in the game. Like what you're doing with the training mode already is exactly what I would have done. Like that would have been my suggestion, is to add more elements to be read on each menu and each sub menu, right? Because there's so many. And then if we get to the point where you are now reading the online menu, that will be great as well. I think that way we can make custom rooms, we can invite friends. Another thing too, definitely make sure that it reads where we can accept our friend requests, you know, through the Capcom I guess window that pops up, I guess, when you receive a friend request, or you know, when you send invites, all of that, you know, especially on the PC sides, because it's not you know, that way it'll be easier to send invites and all of that. But my other suggestion would be to I'd say please don't add any more sound cues into the game anymore. I think the game already carries itself, especially the in-game sound cues already do a good job at doing that. I do like the 25% what do you call it, critical health sound cue. That is something that Mortal Kombat did implement with having a 75% tone, 50%. And then, you know, then of course, you know, we know at 30% because of the fatal blow in Mortal Kombat, you know. So that is pretty cool. The game already does have sounds for meter, when you're building meter, when you're, you know, you're in burnout, when you are doing a crossover against somebody, all of that. And of course, the sound design from the developers themselves, already knowing where we are on the screen already. We already know all of that stuff. Yeah, there's even I guess like a distance fighter sound as well that also Mortal Kombat implemented, but it was first seen in Streetfighter though, where they have it where you can tell how far you are depending on how the tone lets you know if you're far or closer to the fighter. So that is pretty much my suggestions. I think this project is headed in the right direction. It's awesome to see somebody do it, taking on this project. So Jam, I wish you and your team, if you have a team or if you're doing it by yourself, I wish you good luck with this stuff. Like I said, you know, shout outs for being on our Discord as well. So Jam is open to suggestions, y'all. In the comment section, be sure to put there if you have any suggestions for this project. And so we can show Capcom this is basically what we wanted in a fighting game. You know, because at the end of the day, no matter how many sound cues you add to the fighting game, if we can even get to them to set it up, then what's the point, you know? So Jam is making it here, making it known, hey, this what will be accessible. Now we're gonna be able to adjust the training mode, the settings, right? Unfortunately, it's only on PC, but hey, it's a starting point. We need to show these developers or these companies like Capcom that, you know, these are the type of accessibility features that we're talking about, you know. Mortal Kombat is a great example, but also now with this mod with Street Fighter 6 is also a great example. So that is it, y'all. I don't want to keeping on dragging it. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for much, Jam, and your team again. If you by yourself, then hey, big props for this. With that said, y'all, Happy New Year's to everyone, and we'll see you guys on the next video. This is Rattlehead signing out. Peace.